Hello there, beautiful Aquarius. How are you? It's wonderful to be back with you. I have been having a very busy month. I think everybody has, even though we're all locked down at home. I've never, well, I suppose it's not really true, but the number of projects that have been coming forward, you know, I now have the time, right? I'm looking around the house going, oh my God, I never took care of that, and now I've got to do this, etc. So I'm sure everybody's Aquarius, looking through their own existence. So Aquarius, I have reshuffled the cards. The cards are out. At the end of the video, we're going to pick a rune together. And my guys, just want to remind everybody there are a lot of links below about the current astrological aspects. We have shifted. The nodal axis now is in Gemini, which affects you directly, and the south node in Sagittarius. And we are in the days just before the Sagittarius full moon that happens to be a lunar eclipse. A very momentous time coming forward. So links about that are below. I want to remind everybody about the special prices on my readings. There is a special priced COVID-19 reading. The link for that is below. You can come and get a 30-minute reading that includes a video and a picture of the cards and things like that. The price is slowly going up again. Things are coming to more stability, and I've bumped it up to $35. It was $25 for a while. So if you've kind of been putting it off, or you're busy, or the moment just happens to arrive, just take advantage of it, because it's never going to be as cheap as that. Probably ever again. Hopefully there will be no need for that ever again. So those links are below. We're continuing to do our Zoom meeting once a week. And I'm in the process, when that finishes in mid-July, then I'm going to begin to teach some classes. So I'll make an announcement about that when that comes. But always look below the video. All that stuff is there. So Aquarius, as a result of this moment that we're in with the nodal axis shift into your element, so to speak, you are activated now. You are traveling along with Gemini, and it's going to affect your life for the next 18 months. And we see that you're moving. I see, when I look at the cards, I see that you're moving, literally you're moving directly into your element. And we have this beautiful eclipse coming forward. It's going to liberate all of us, because it's in Sagittarius, which inhabits the south node. It's about letting go of the things, the teachings, the information that we took into ourselves, that the belief systems that we had that are outmoded and don't serve us anymore, and a lot of change in the way people think. So I really love that we're having this full moon in Sagittarius, the sacred traveler, as we have the north node in an air element signifier, my guides are saying. So take note of all those things. Make sure you go and you watch your favorite astrology person. I want to show you the first card that's coming out. Look at that. Everything I just said, my guides are saying. This is the moment where you get to step onto your beauty way for a beautiful journey deep into your element, being in the north node. It's not just about Gemini. It's about the strings of quantum energy that take up the notion of an air sign. Do you see how you're rising up out of the lotus flower, getting ready to take flight? And the coloration of the card, beautiful fire energy. This eclipse is really going to affect all of us very deeply. So the next oracle that comes from the journey of love, look at that. Drops straight into your heart. It's a moment to be very joyful and to occupy your heart with the passion of the fire element that is ignited by the air. That's the process that's going on. Just to try to be very clear. And look, astounding to me, this from the animal medicine deck, it is about power. It's also about sacred power. And my guides, when this come up, they always talk about the wind horse. So if you don't know what the wind horse is, please Google it and do some reading about the wind horse, a sacred symbol coming out of the Far East, shambolic traditions, about a mystical horse and rider that ride across the universe to bring healing, things like that. So this is happening inside your own life. My guides are calling it your station. Absolutely. That's why they want you to drop into your heart. So because all these things are true, my guides are saying, here's the first card from the Celtic Wisdom Tarot that makes up the body of my readings. This is the theme that my guides want to speak with you about. That is the High Priestess. You are literally standing at the gateway, dear Aquarius. She is the guardian of truth and the guardian of the gateway. And she has the Great Mother at her back, in a sense. She is the representation of the sacred, omnipotent, feminine. The flow of energy into the sacred heart. And look at the orbs in her shield. It's an amazing moment. So you come. My guides want to speak about that. You are coming into this moment that is apparently some type of gateway change for you. And the way you stand in front of the High Priestess, you have to go stand in front of the High Priestess because she's the guardian to the temple, the gateway into sacred knowledge. So you have to have an audience with her and request access to the temple. And actually, I'm holding it up wrong. Let me correct that. My guys are saying it's important because when I hold it and I show it to the camera, it's always backwards. That's how it actually looks. So that second card, these are both, by the way, both major arcana cards. The Guardian, the High Priestess, and the Mingler of Energy. So we have here you standing at the gateway of the sacred temple of all knowledge. The Wind Horse, taking flight, dropping into your heart in this way. Whoop, sorry, that one. See how activated the heart chakra is? In order to go have an audience, my guide just called her the Queen. Do you see your vessel? The sacred realm has all its attention on you. This is the Temperance card. It's sacred alchemy. That's the energy bubbling up from your vessel. Once you drop into your heart, that is the goddess Coventina. She's known as the butter churner. She brings things into form. That's what this reading's about. The new form that you're going to be taking up when you go on the sacred journey, and I assure you, you are going on a sacred journey, perhaps with a special other person, a sacred guide. That's the Two of Cups. Balance in the love element. Thank you, Spirit. My guides are chanting. Balance in the love element. The ability to have a moment of alchemy. If you, the traditional tarot, the Two of Cups, we see two people standing there and they're pouring their energy into each other's cup. Alchemy and balance. And in this deck, it has to do with a sacred dialogue about those things. My guides are saying about balance and elemental change and healing. So one person, represented by the image of Merlin, transforming through the group. We see the blue garments on the day of the eclipse. There's a great transformation that's going to take place. This has come up in almost every reading. And if this card is not here, there are other cards that symbolize the same type of thing that just are chosen by the guides to represent the strings of energy, depending on who I'm speaking to. So many of you are engaged in a beautiful love bond with another person. Could be a child, could be a parent, could be somebody who passed over through the gateway because of COVID-19. And if that situation is in your life, I just offer you my love and hugs and compassion because it's very hard. It's been very hard. I understand. I was a nurse for 40 years. And while we're on that subject, I just want to beg everybody, please wear a mask if you go out. I'm begging you. Keep the nurses and the doctors safe. The decision not to wear a mask endangers the lives of the people who will have to care for you. You will ask them to help you when you get sick. Please don't create that. Please, please don't. And obviously for your family and everybody that you walk past when you're out and about. I go to the grocery store. Most of the people don't have on a mask. And personally, it throws me into a rage because I understand the net impact of that. So that's all I'm going to say about that subject. Please, guys, please, critical thinking, be an adult, be mature, take precautions, just because it's the right thing to do right now for your beloved, if for no other reason. So you're going to be sitting in this kind of a way on the full moon. It will be an engagement that has to do with you coming into balance with yourself. Why gateway for this alchemical moment that's coming forward? And clearly, there may be a sacred other sitting there with you, helping you transform. Because there's the transformation. That's the 10 of Wands. It's the end of a cycle. Do you see all the power animals, the wisdom animals there? Eagle, crow, the notion of cosmic consciousness, the sacred salmon, the Piscean symbol, an owl and stag, stamina for the long journey, and whispers, there it is, from the owl, about the sacred mysteries of the universe. And eagle's about long vision, about effortless soaring through the atmosphere. Crow is about the sacred laws of the universe. It's an amazing moment that you're going on. So the next card, and these are all on the human realm, and they're very ethereal, very, very ethereal. So the very next thing that occurs, of course, is a soul journey. It's going to be initiated by this eclipse. And you're going to walk out. Your energy is going to rise up, go through the sacred portal, and walk out into the universe for the sacred exploration. Do you see the reflection in that card? That's the inference that my guides want to make sure that I'm getting across to you. So the sacred bowl and the turning of destiny. That's the sacred bowl of all healing. It's astounding that it's here in this way, and I'll show you why. It's on the table. You're going to find your destination. We'll get to that. So while you take flight, you see the eagle again? Another 2. There's a lot of balancing going on within you, beautiful Aquarius. The dialogue of this battle, sacred battle, for your soul, for your destiny, for all of humanity, because you participate with your energy in moving things forward through the air element. Now that Cancer has moved off and handed the baton to the air element. So the water life cycle is about evaporation and moving into the atmosphere. That's literally what just happened. It's so beautiful. It is the beauty way. And now you get to take the love energy that Cancer was spinning in the North Node for 18 months and participate in moving it forward. And part of that will be literally meeting with the sacred guides and coming into this moment of balance through sacred vision. You are hand in hand with the sacred mind of the cosmos that soars effortlessly and has long vision. So please, if you don't know, go to the internet and look up animal medicine cards information. There's a lot of it about eagle and why eagle is sacred. It's the most sacred place that you could want to be in. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. 2 2s, all about coming into balance and self-integration. And then we see a progression. A 3, the sacred triad, the courtship of knowledge. And the courtship that you are in is with the sacred realm. Look. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. This is the purpose of the transformation. To bring you into direct contact with the sacred realm. So the 3 of knowledge is the 3 of Pentacles. And in traditional tarot, it's the card where we see a young person, a male person, standing on a bench in a temple. They're literally building and repairing the temple. That's what your energy is meant to be doing. That's your soul destiny in this moment while we shift and change into the air element. And you come into direct contact, the guides come, the benefactors and the monk come, and together they shine a light on the plants. What is the next step? How do we grow? How do we finish the completion of this temple? Aquarius, this is deep. You are literally standing in the temple. in connection with the spirit guides, the ancient ones, the masters, whatever you want to say, angels, God, I don't care. Just understand the inference, my guides always say. They talk about the inference, the meaning. So when you come into contact and you go through the cycle of balancing, these second steps, because actually I forgot to say, look, that is a 0 point. It's a soul journey. In the regular deck, this would be the Fool card, where you look up to the universe and you have your satchel and your little dog and you're just about to step off the cliff into this massive journey with the universe. This is how you take that journey, bringing forward destiny. A 0 point. After finishing a cycle. And then right away, new steps come forward. 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords, clarity of mind about reaching the sacred and what needs to come forward from there. It's incredible because, again, in the traditional tarot, we see someone sitting blindfolded. 2 swords, literally performing spiritual divination. That's why it looks that way. It's not about you can't make a decision. It's about you're contacting the numinous and the divine. In order to have a conversation, come into balance so that your decision to be in communication with that place can come forward and you can gain whatever clarity you need. Oh, apologies. Somebody trying to call me. My computer answers the... Okay, so there you are. You take the step. You do the divination, come in contact with the angels, the guides, and you literally help build the sacred temple on a soul level for yourself, but all of humanity. This is a 4. Then you have a moment of repose. See the shoes? That's about transforming your walk. Water element, Aquarius, the water bearer. There you are with your vessel. Having some thoughts about this battle that you've been engaged in. The things that you learned. What's going on with humanity? How is it connected to the sacred realm? How should I interpret these days and these experiences that I'm having now that I am connected and I've passed through the gateway into the temple? This is actually the 4 of Wands. This is about the sacred community tent, the marriage tent. And it sits like this. So I think some of you are getting betrothed, perhaps getting married. Oops, I did it wrong. Hang on. There we go. See? Look at that. Maybe you are having a lot of thoughts about potentially becoming betrothed or becoming married or feeling the urge. There may be some challenges that you have to overcome so that you can understand how to shine a light on them. Bring the problems out of the shadow into the illumination place, my guides are saying, so that you can arrive at the temple for your sacred ceremony. So we are talking about you and you always. And clearly, my guides this month, first time this has ever happened really, they're talking about love within the reading. So it's the season, my guides are saying, and here in the United States it is. It's wedding season. We don't know if anybody can get married. Actually, one of my nephews is getting married on the 30th of June, and he's having a Zoom wedding, so everybody can be there. So there will be some challenges maybe because of the time we're in, if that's what's on your menu, is to be married if you're betrothed. Primarily, we're talking about the sacred community tent in which everybody's able to join and celebrate in a loving, supportive way to create this community that we're meant to create. So on a soul level, here's the image of you, the type of warriorship you're taking up. Look at that. Wow. Look how beautiful you are. Do you see the transformation? There's the spiral. And your blade is, the tip of your blade is right at the spiral. Your destiny is definitely coming forward. And part of what your new identity is about, because of all the things I've said, is that you are becoming a provider and you will have new information. Messages will come to you from the sacred realm that will help you understand the situation and your place in it And you're going to want to be communicating to others about this, because here's the first, there are 2 outcome cards. Here's the first one. Another 10. This is the 10 of Cups. So do you see the transition that you've made from this moment of endings to this moment of total happiness? Because you're in contact with the numinous, the divine, the guides, the masters, the angels. Literally, see? The place into which you're transforming. Those leaves are about overwhelm. This transition may not be easy. You might have an awakening, actually, because of the full moon and the process that comes after it. But there you are. You see yourself. You see yourself after your transformation. You discover the universal consciousness that rests within you and the joy of the love element, Piscean energy. And you begin to see yourself as part of that whole. That is how we step into 4D and 5D. First, you must activate yourself. It is not about gaining higher vibration, all those things. I do not believe it. I believe it is about coming into a moment of activation of what is already in your DNA codes, because you came through with them. This is the journey you meant to have when you came here. And it is being activated now. So beautiful. Aquarius, my goodness. And then once you see and you have that vision, it brings a massive healing. There's the bowl that you're walking out into in your human journey. And the outcome is that you reach your destination. So this card, actually, this one, this is the Justice card, another major arcana card. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards out of the 9 card reading. Well, there are 10 in this reading. So, and then we have 2 10s. It's astounding to me. And the nitty gritty, the line, my guys are talking about the lines between the arcana cards. They're talking about the story cards. It's about ascension into the sacred bowl, because on your human life you have the desire in your heart to transform and come into the 4D and the 5D. Those are the sacred triple goddesses, the sacred brotherhood, the brotherhood, the sacred triple brotherhood of Brigid. That's what this is really about. So that vessel actually exists. It was found in a bog, and it's in a museum in Copenhagen. It's a silver cult vessel that was specially made for a Celtic sanctuary. You're really stepping into the temple, Aquarius, because of your air element design, my guides are saying. So this is the renewer of devotion. It's the Justice card. Things are going to be okay. Whatever troubles you're having, understand that the remainder of this year is going to be challenging in certain ways. We all know already. Nobody has to tell us. We know. We see it all over the news, all over the globe, because of what's going on with the astrology. So please study the astrology. But what you're being told is the tripartite, the circuit of existence for you, has caused you to come to this place of total freedom. And your soul is made free from the circuit of existence in order to begin again. It's complete beauty. My guides are saying, oh, thank you, Spirit. It's complete beauty. And this is the urge. So to unlock it, allow yourself to drop into your heart. And in fact, that's what that's the weaving the tapestry. That's what we're doing. We meet on Sunday afternoons in order to take a journey deep inside our own vibration to come in contact with the love element. And by so doing, to come in energetic contact with all the light beings all over the world that are working in the same direction. It's a beautiful, my guides are saying, it's a beautiful afternoon. If you'd like to join us, link is below. You're going to carry yourself through your own element, the wind horse, into this sacred destiny. It's beautiful, Aquarius. Let's pick from the Peg of Runes for you, and we'll move on with our day. My guides are saying, it's a funny day here. It's light and shadow both. The sun comes out, then the clouds come, a couple of sprinkles, then the sun comes out. All right, Spirit, please. Something for beautiful Aquarius about their journey, please. Yeah. Okay. Gang, that's the sacred rune for journey. I kid you not. Thank you, Spirit. They want you to see it this way. This is the stuff of your journey. Justice. Things coming into their proper alignment. The soul being made free in order to leap out and inhabit universal consciousness. You will see yourself this way as you come through this eclipse and you come through this moment. Hang on, what did I do with my book? Because I want to read it to you. Here it is. Hang on. Sorry. All right. So this notion of a sacred journey, it's really interesting. Thank you, Spirit, for pulling that out of the bag. I appreciate it. They want to drive home the point, they're saying. They want you to know more. All right. So this is Rider-Waite. Journey, communication, union, and reunion. The whole reading has been about that topic, honestly. That's why the guides pulled this out. So this rune is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has two sides, two elements. We're talking about your balancing inside the Gemini energy. Because Gemini's in the North Node, it's going to activate you. So with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey, when what is above and what is below are united and of one sacred mind. That's the journey. That's the soul journey that you're on. Really beautiful. Look at that. Thank you, Spirit. Your inner worth mounts here, and at such a time you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Instead, ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer or meditation, through addressing the witness self, the teacher within. Once you are clear, you can neutralize your refusal to let right action flow through you. Not intent on movement, be content to wait. And while you wait, keep on removing resistances. As the obstructions give way, all remorse arising from trying to make things happen disappears. This journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. But the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Regulate any excesses in your life. Material advantages must not weigh heavily upon this particular journey. It is one of the self, moving toward the self. Stand apart, even from like-minded others. The notion of strength in numbers does not apply at such a time. For this part of the journey, the soul's journey, it cannot be shared. You must go alone. That's why it's a 0 point. Beautiful, isn't it? This is one of the cycle runes. Rider carries within its form the rune for joy. For now, the end of your journey is in sight. You are no longer burdened, thank you, Spirit, by what you have left behind. Heaven above you and earth below you unite within you. Look. It's just so beautiful the way you're being supported through this journey. A simple prayer for the soul's journey is this: I will to will thy will. Such a prayer of intention is proper on any occasion and is particularly appropriate as a preamble to healing. Thank you, Spirit. I see why they wanted me to read from the book. So, gang, have a wonderful month. This is intense. There's going to be a lot of intensity. Just go look at the links below. You'll understand. And make sure you listen to your own favorite astrology person to help you understand the sacred aspects of your particular journey under the light of this beautiful full moon enhanced, eclipse enhanced month of June. It's a fulcrum point, and we all turn now and start moving toward our destiny that comes forward by the end of the year. So, gang, thanks for being here so much. I really appreciate it. As I always say, please leave me some messages. down below the video. Let me know what's going on for you and how you understand this message. I love reading your interpretations very much. So I'll sign off for now, and I'll look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you, Aquarius, for taking the time to listen. I appreciate it. Bye now.